All right, guys. So we're going to go into factoring today, and this may be a little bit different for you guys. So let's just tackle this first piece. What is factoring? Factoring, in its simplest term, factoring is really the same thing as dividing. Okay? Or factoring can also be called basically the reverse distribution model. Because when you distribute something, you multiply it. Well, to get rid of it, you're going to reverse that idea, or to undo your multiplication, you're going to reverse it, which is dividing. So if you can think of factoring as always dividing, then you've got half the battle won. So let's just take this idea here. 27y squared plus 18y. So they want us to, they're probably going to say use the distributive property, or they're going to say something to factor this. So the question you have to ask yourself is this: what can I divide out of each term? Now, that's not necessarily fully mathematically correct, but it'll work. So if I look at this, and this is where you got to know your number sense, this is going to break down to 3 times 9 times y squared plus 2 times 9 times y. So this is what I mean by what can I divide out of each term. I can divide two things that are the same. They got to be that are the same. So I'll go back and clean that up in a minute. So I can multiply, and I can divide a 9 and a 9 out of each term, and I can divide a y and a y out of each term. So this is what this thing looks like. If I put this in parentheses like this, and I go back to red here, oops, keep it even here. Let's go back to red, and I write 27y squared plus 18y. And then underneath, I write what I'm dividing out. I'm going to divide a 9y out, and I'm going to divide a 9y out. Now, we can take the 9y and we write it in front of the parentheses, and then we do the math from there. I'll just use this one here. So it's 27 divided by 9 is 3. Y squared divided by y is y. 18 divided by 9 is 2. Y divided by y is 1. So this is my answer right there. That is my answer. Okay? So we're just taking the largest number that we can divide into both of them. All right. So we're going to take that same concept and we're going to apply it to some different types of pieces. So let's look at this here. Let's look at 4qr plus 8r plus 3q plus 6. So if we take this is factor by grouping. So we're going to group things. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it, this is where we're going to do literally the reverse distribution. So I'm going to take this here, and I am going to look for things that I can divide out of these two terms. Oh, where'd it go? It's not going to, there we go. Oh, man. Things I can divide out of those two terms. All right, I'm going to do a two-parter, guys, because this is going to start flashing. So